Welcome to the fourth part in this series on integration. In this video, we're going to focus in on integration that actually results in a logarithmic function. And these occur when we have a power where x is to the power of -1 essentially. So a 1 on x type function. And what happens when we anti-differentiate that is we get log e of x plus c. And this particular rule applies when we look at the part of the function where x is greater than 0. So let's have a look at two examples. So the first one is we have the integral of 4 divided by x, and we're going to anti-differentiate that or integrate that with respect to x. So one of the rules we can apply when we're looking at integrals is we can take that constant out the front. So this could be written as 4 times the integral of 1 on x dx. However, looking at how this unfolds, the integral of 1 on x dx is just log e of x. So this is going to be 4 times log e of x. And that's going to have plus c, that constant of integration. And that is the answer to part 1 of these problems. For part 2, the problem is a little bit more complex, but it still fits the pattern of integrating a function like 1 on x dx. So we'll now manipulate this expression slightly so that we can apply this rule. So I'm going to write this as equaling 3 times the integral. And that 3 is simply the one on the top line, that constant that I can bring out the front. And we'll leave the bottom line as 2 subtract 5x. And what we want here is we actually want the derivative of the bottom, so the derivative of 2 subtract 5x on the top. So I'm going to put a minus 5 here. But I can't just put a minus 5 there without doing something to balance out that act. So the inverse operation would be to divide by minus 5. And of course, that is with respect to x. So now we can work on our next line to work towards the answer. So 3 divided by -5 is going to be -3 over 5 multiplying out the front. And then this rule can be generalized more fully. So if we have a function and its derivative on the top, then we just get log e of the function on the bottom line or in that denominator. So here we're going to have the -3 over 5 times log e of 2 subtract 5x. And then that's going to have plus c just there. So that is going to be the answer to part 2, the second question we looked at here. So hopefully that's helped you. And if you need to see more examples of how we can integrate functions with that power being -1 or integration that results in a logarithm, make sure you check out the videos that are linked below and make sure you stay tuned for part 5 of this series that's going to look at integrating exponential functions.